What's up, guys? It's Maxwell, Clashversation episode 4. Of course, we've got the usual squad on board.
Hey everyone.
Hi everyone.
And today we also have a special guest, Mudtke. Please go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's up? I'm Mudtke from SL and I play there TH9 and 10.
Alright, welcome to the show. Guys, let's go. Okay guys, the past, that means we talk about 3 wars from last week, and the first one that I want to talk about today with you is Power COC versus The Lost. That one ending 113, 114, The Lost coming away with the close W. Sloffels, I believe that you were watching this one.
I haven't watched it, but I saw the results in the end, and I talked with Shang from The Lost, and it was really a nail biter up until the end. The Lost was actually down 2-6 tunnel 10v10 triples, but Power COC had 3 dip fails at that point, and there were 2 attacks left. And the final 2 attacks, the Lost managed to squeeze out another 10v10, and Power COC failed their last dip, which led to the 113-114 score in favor of the Lost, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's really crazy.
Sounds like a crazy finish.
And Ferox, actually all of us predicted that war correctly last week, right?
No, I predicted. Oh yeah, no, we were right on this one.
I think we all bet on the Lost from that one.
Yes, we said the Lost will win.
All right, so pretty good predictions by us right there, although it was closer than we maybe thought. Mudtke, I know that we've been busy with the war between Warwheels against Spartan's Legacy this weekend. Obviously not the CWL war, but you decided to scrim anyways. Did you get the chance to get any sort of glimpse on that war?
Yeah, I didn't follow any Twitch stream. I just took the whole weekend to hang out on Voice with my mates and have a bit fun and planning attacks.
All right.
But
okay, so you just checked out the scores today then, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Next war, the Swarm versus Reddit Omega. Everybody but me predicted correctly, since I actually bet against the Swarm. This is gonna be extra sweet for Ferox. So, Ferox,
yes.
why don't you get us started on this one? Swarm with the, I guess, expected victory here.
Yeah, well, we were like confident that we could pull the win, but like Reddit Omega is not to underestimate. Still after my opinion didn't change, and we had 114 stars versus Reddit Omega's 110. So we had 6 10v10s, they had 2, and so I think the 10v10s made the difference overall. And yeah, it's not much to say about it.
Yeah, I guess so. Mudtke, Swarm always looking strong, always a lot of 10v10s. I mean, we're gonna talk a bit about playoffs later. That definitely one of the clans that you would be scared about facing in the playoffs. So, what's your thoughts on that one?
I would definitely say it will be a tough match, and the better one of that war will win, because if both clans have an A game, I can't give any predictions.
Yeah, that's, by the way, I don't know if you have listened in before, but that's sort of always Asterix prediction. It's any given Sunday, so
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sloffels, no surprises here, right? Swarm coming away with a comfortable win.
No surprises, no. I would have expected Reddit Omega to get a little bit closer, but Swarm's just been dominant with their 10v10 game all season.
Yeah, and sometimes you just have that one make or break attack in there that like doesn't go through, and then it discourages the clan or something. So
yeah,
maybe Reddit Omega gave up a couple hours before war end or something. But yeah. Anyways, then we had War and Glory versus WHF. That one, a war that is of course that was very interesting for the DLZ squad, because they are both in our division. It ended 112, so tie on stars, and WHF coming away with the percentage victory here. Crazy close war. I know that a certain someone titled it War of the Year. I'm not quite so sure about that, but
Me neither.
but definitely a very good one. And another W for WHF, continuing their streak. So definitely looking strong into the playoffs here. I think War and Glory is still one of the, I don't want to say underestimated teams because everybody thinks they are good, but still I don't think they quite get the credit that they deserve. Very strong team over there. And yeah, I think this one could have gone either way. Guys,
Yeah,
any thoughts?
definitely. I would have thought WHF to win. I think everybody of us predicted it that way except Asterix.
No.
He
I
put his
think
money.
I voted for War and Glory as well.
Yeah, and
I picked-
Asterix was for WHF, I think.
I picked One
Yeah.
Glory, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
But any given Sunday, right?
That's right, any given Sunday. Yeah, tiebreakers are always tough. One question about this, Mudtke. I mean, with tiebreakers, do you guys do any sort of calculation during war or any tactical attacks, like maybe go for an 11 versus 11 triple to get the percent or something like that, if it turns out to be a very close war?
I think going for 11v11 is only a opinion when you see no other chance to win the war.
Okay.
As long you don't clear all 10s before. But the calculation to say, yeah, we need two 10v10s and we have there like 2% advantage on the 10v11 game is always given.
All right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I know that we've had discussions about stuff like that before. I mean, those tiebreakers are always close. I feel like they can like go either way. But yeah, in this case, WHF coming away with the win, of course. And that's gonna do it for the past, guys. We are of course gonna be moving on to the interview. Okay, guys, this is probably the favorite part of the video for me. This is where I get to ask some questions and you need to answer. By the way, we are lacking a bit of Asterix today, if you have not already realized, which I'm sure you have no idea where he is, but I guess he's going to show up a bit later, so it's all good. Luckily, we have Mudtke here to fill in, so once again, thank you for that, Mudtke. Yeah, couple topics today for our interview, guys, and the first one is the Nightmode. Everybody's talking about the Nightmode. There's like a second game that has started within the game. And of course, we as interested war, quote-unquote, specialists are wondering, can we benefit from this? So just real quick, Ferox, go ahead and share your experiences so far with it. What are your levels on Nightmode and how are you doing? How are you liking it?
Build a hall 3 on every account, I think, max. And yeah, like I upgraded to gem mine level 2 and stuff, and I'm just finishing the rest. And yeah, I think it's like a mini game for in between, but so I'm positive about it, but it's not like it's a game changer at all for me.
Okay, and of course that new village makes it so that you can change some things around your real or your clan war village, I'm gonna call it. Have you made any of those changes yet, or?
I haven't, because I'm a build a hall 3 and you can only make it when you build a hall 4 upwards.
Oh, so you gotta make it up to build hall 4. Well, see, I didn't even know that, so learn something again today.
Nice.
I tried it, but it said I should upgrade my town hall for that.
All right, so Sloffitz, I know that you have been going on this, right? I hope I'm not putting you on the spot now, but have you changed anything about your base?
No. I do have all 4 of my accounts at build hall 4, all like medium way down there, but yeah, I don't have anything geared up yet in my main village.
Okay.
It's pretty much that it just takes a lot of time, and it's definitely a hobby. I don't think I will add that much to more.
Okay.
IFC the base with a double cannon in normal base, if that helps.
Sure.
I think the range is too small to be dangerous for Queen Rocks or something, but if you do, I don't know, Suicide Heroes or something like that, it can be really annoying.
Okay. So Mudtke, I know that you have not yet been all hyped about this. So I don't know. What are your thoughts about this? Do you maybe have any clanmates that have been going like crazy on this? What are your impressions so far? I mean, it's been in the game for quite a while now.
Yeah, I like it for sure, but I have a 9, 10, and 11, and I saw no reason to start on my 9 since it gets anyway tripled in war. So I just started on my 11 and 10 and got their Bitter Soul 3 and 4. Rushed my baby drags because they are just OP in that mode. And I see a good thing Supercell added to the game to change at any point the meter, because you can let them add later more defensive upgrades, like making the archer towers slower range, higher firepower. I saw the Mega Tesla that will come out in the next and stuff like that. And they also can make troops more powerful, like giving the baby drag 30% power on his rage, or even in the normal game mode. So I see there a good point Supercell made to change at any point the meter, and that is what most players are bored about when a meter is like 4 months old.
All right.
So if you upgrade the baby dragon in your night mode village, that affects you like your real life baby dragon in game.
I think they can edit at any point that it will do, and I see no reason why they shouldn't at any point.
Oh, so that's the thought
Yeah.
you had, that they
Yeah.
could do that. Okay.
It might have a bigger influence in the future on wars, but as it is currently, it doesn't have an impact. That's pretty much it.
All right. So as some of you may already know, I have 5 accounts in CWL, and I've actually been fairly lazy on this so far as well. One of my accounts is at Builder Hall 4, and I've kind of been putting some work into that. But for the other ones, I've not really seen the point. I mean, the thing we talked about so far, and what I think makes sense, is that for Town Hall 11s, you could create a double cannon and put it at a spot where you want a golem to like be destroyed very fast. For example, if you want to mess up a funnel or something, a golem bowler funnel or stuff like that. And I think that makes sense. But other than that, we have not really developed anything that would make sense inside the big game. So far, I think it's fairly pointless. But as Mudtke said, I think that's very possible that there might be things coming in the end game in the future that can affect your main village. So I don't know. Who knows? Maybe Supercell will find a way to make the war players spend a few gems on that in the future. No idea, but some already have, I guess. But so far, maybe the people who have not yet farmed up don't have any bad things from that. So just a quick one there. Then our second topic for today, guys, plans for the playoffs, aka what do you think how a clan should prepare, or what does your clan do differently, or what changes whenever you go towards the playoffs? Very interesting topic. Could talk about this for quite a while. I don't know. Any of you want to start? Otherwise, I am going to.
Yeah, sure. I think the main thing you need to take care of in playoffs is your base building. Like, get on base building as quick as you can and get the best bases built possible, and just practice on them with FCs. That way you get better as an attacker as well. But like, wars will be won on defense, is what I think.
All right, that's definitely a good thought. I can sort of pick up there because that's also something that is important to us. Like whenever there is important CWL matches, or now with playoffs coming, of course we've already had already been in the playoffs in the MCWL last season. We tend to only do one random war a week, and that is just to be able to build bases. And I mean, some people are practicing in friendly challenges, but not really everybody. But just cutting down on the random wars, not spinning twice, makes it so that we have some more time to build bases. And that is something that has definitely helped us out, because I think that on defense we are still a really, really strong team. So Ferox, any changes there for the Swarm in the playoffs compared to usual?
Yeah, literally pretty much what Slothel said, just more than before. So I agree with him when you come to the playoffs. I think the performance level is pretty similar. If you look at the clans, so a war can be won by defenses. So it's all about base building, testing, tweaking bases and stuff.
Yeah, sure. What about Spartan's Legacy, Mudtke? What are you guys doing different? Same things or?
We put definitely more work into the bases. We also save over the season bases when we have pretty strong ones and rather go with a weaker one in the week 4 of the CWL and have then a more powerful base in the playoffs. But we also try to push even more with challenge accepted videos and videos just in our groups, the players.
All right, so the mental game getting stronger in Spartan's Legacy in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Those pre-recorded challenge accepted videos, man, they are triggering. Sometimes, anyways.
Yeah, well, as Elle is known for the defense, so it works out,
Sure.
as it seems.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, so we've put together a couple of significant points here, and I think overall it has really come through that defense is just even more important over the playoffs than it is in the regular season. There is this saying, offense wins game, but defense wins championships, and that tends to be pretty true. Also, in some playoff matches before, we have seen some lower scores and wars overall, and that just also, of course, speaks for better defense. And yeah, so I guess that was some pretty good thoughts. We're gonna wrap it up for the interview, guys, and we are gonna head on to our next category. Guys, for this week's breakdown, I actually had Mudtke to do an attack, or he was so nice to do an attack for us. So, Mudtke, I see sort of a mass baby dragon army at Town Hall 9 that looks pretty crazy at first. What are your thoughts with this one?
I created that army back when baby drakes came out, and I was just hyped about that and thought now it's my time to bring a strat out and get a great YouTuber maybe. And there wasn't in the first troop combinations not a really thought behind it. It was just like putting all air troops together and try. And got then the idea to use this earthquake to make your hounds path better or stop them there where you want them. And yeah, so like after a day, the strategy was born, and I also have some YouTube vids already uploaded to have proof that I developed it.
Okay, and you said that it is working really well against current anti-Lalo meta bases, right?
Yeah, the current meta bases, like we can see on this example, are simply box bases with two ADs each from like 12 to 6 or 3 to 9, so that you don't get a high coverage of the hounds over the rest of the base, and also cannot grab really high value with just heroes, because you can either get only 2 ADs or 2 Wiz Towers with an Archer Tower on the most bases.
Alright, let's go ahead and play the replay and see how you are attacking this one. So, in this case, you are trying to get all the air defenses out of the way, right?
Yeah, crossing the ADs 2 each. I try to get with my heroes 2 of them, and also do the CC by that. If I can take out the C, it's good. The CC out, it's good. If not, my baby drakes have the firepower. They aren't like loons, just ignoring it and dying.
Alright, so you also do this attack with, by the way, we've got a pesky CC with this one, witch, goblins, and a baby dragon. You can also do this without a poison spell, right? And 2 earthquakes?
Yeah, you can do. If you can't reach the ADs with one earthquake, if you wanna zap 2 ADs, then you have to take a second earthquake. If you don't need to, you can take just a poison to poison the CC if you need it. If it's a hound, it isn't needed, or poison the enemy queen.
Alright, let's pause it right here. And let's check it out, guys. So as you can see, he's taken out all the air defenses, and now you've created sort of an L shape for your troops to pass, right?
Yeah.
That's that just works best to keep everything compact, or what's the thought behind that?
It's like the thought behind the old hawk attacks. You just try to take out a bit of the base, or most times a quarter, to create this A shape, because in an L shape the troops path the best if they aren't specific, just targeting defenses.
Oh, okay. And also, I noticed you have 3 lava hounds left for no air defenses for this one. That's pretty odd.
Yeah, I use them just so when you have all air defenses down, you can just park your loons on any defense you want to target with them. And if you do that, you can bring a couple of loons also to take out some point D in a space where the defense, like with towers, doesn't give splash damage.
All right. Let's see how you are doing that. And of course, baby dragons are also so good to like break off a funnel on either side, right? So let's go ahead, roll it right here and see. Okay, there goes the level 4 lava hound with a balloon to help out as well. So at this point you have no spells, but pretty much the entire defense is in the base except the air defenses.
Yeah.
And also the queen, I mean, okay, the queen is getting absolutely mauled by that swarm of baby dragons there. Was this base like extra good for this attack, or do you think it only works on certain bases, or what's your feeling when you're attacking with this?
I would say like over 90% of the bases are possible with that strat, and especially such box bases are perfect for it.
Okay, now we are maybe like I guess we don't have many lava hounds popping yet, so one could argue that it could sometimes become a cleanup issue. Have you experienced that at all, like cleanup issues with this, or no time fails?
No time fails so far. The only problem was when you have like a back-end Tesla farm where really all Teslas are there and they burning just your hounds down before your baby drags are there, because the Tesla farm can rape through your baby drags like crazy.
Oh, okay. And yeah, for this one, obviously, a lot of troops left here. We even have a lava hound unpopped. And guys, just to prove that this is not a fluke and that it just did not just work on this space specifically, tough word there, we actually did another attack, or Mudtke did another attack, which is going to be coming up right after this one, just to show that, yeah, it can definitely work on more than just one base. So in this case,
I want to stop here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because you can see now I have 3 zaps, 1 earthquake, and for the spot I don't need another zap. I can take a rage, because there isn't any reason to bring a heal as example for your loons so they stay longer alive. You have only around about 8 loons depending on how much you use for your heroes to funnel. And also when there are 2 ADs like at 1030 with a 1 tile gap, you can take them out with the earthquake and 3 zaps, so it was pretty good for the attack.
Okay, so that gives you an extra rage spell to burn through a place where you just have like more HP or something like that.
Yeah, most times I use it just to power faster through enemy queen.
Okay.
On the current meta basis, because when you don't have such box bases on the enemy queen side, is most time opposite to the ADs, and there is more HP damage for air troops.
All right.
Like you can see nearly all archer towers by the enemy queen.
Would you bring a heal if there was a wizard tower farm?
No, I would try if I can get all ADs to drop my hounds in a place that they tank the whiz towers and bring loons from a different angle.
All right, let's see how you're doing this one then. I'm kind of curious to see where you start the baby dragons. Of course, I watched this attack previously, but I actually already forgot. So
you're getting old.
Yeah, I guess I'm getting old at 24. That happens. So pretty easy to grab those last 2 air defenses, and then where are you gonna start? I guess you're gonna start at 10 and 11 o'clock, right?
Yeah, going clockwise, but the Suicide Heroes, I just want to say it had some super sweet wall breakers.
Yeah.
As you can see, they would grab some extra value by opening my queen the path to the sweeper that would point on my baby dragons.
Oh, okay. So yeah, definitely I did not see that coming designing this base. And yeah, the queen is just gonna get that sweeper with her ability there. So awesome job, queen. Some perfect AI control there. I know watching some streams yesterday on Sunday, I saw some, or I heard quite some people complaining about Queen AI again. I guess you got it down. And once again, you're waiting with your level 4 Lava Hound and putting it on the Queen there with the Rage Spell.
Yeah, I tried on that base to create a little push from 10 to 1 OC. So I cut in there and get a back end push to the 6 OC side with a little kill squad, the level 4 Lava Hound, and 3 Rage Baby Dragons.
Okay, so that way you just make it easier to go through the core of this base, or what is the thought behind that?
It was just the thought behind it that I don't have to fly the whole L shape of the base and take out with less troop than with pretty much few troops, like 3 baby drags and a rage and a haunted tank, enemy queen and 4 archer towers even before the other baby drags arrive. And so they just collapse on the back end in different angles and don't have to fly on each defense or building at the same time.
All right.
So you get more value by having the fewer troops taking out the queen and them like joining the others and then kill the defenses as a force.
Yeah.
Okay.
And wow, once again, so many troops left. This is an even bigger overkill than the first time.
Yeah, that was a rape.
Wow.
Rip Maxwell. Rip Maxwell.
Yeah, rip my base for sure. And yeah, it looks awesome. It looks really fun. I can't say that I already played around with it in friendly challenges quite a bit. I could not make it work, but I guess that's gonna come in the future. We can just pause it here now for the rest. And yeah, it looks awesome. Any thoughts? Anything you look for, Mudtke? What is important using this attack strategy?
I always look on that CWL matches on bases where a hound is really much possible on the base to have in the base. Because if you have a hound in the base, you just have to find a spot for your heroes, getting 1 or 2 ADs and zap 2 more or just only 1. You don't even have to take out all ADs because the hounds will path to them and then you have balloons taking them out. So when you have a base with exposed enemy queen and CC, you just can rule with a hound or 1 minion to make sure there isn't any air targeting stuff. And if there is, you lure the few troops and your heroes will kill it for your baby drags.
So basically, this is just a more developed mass minion, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit more safer since your troops won't dying all by once due to a red bomb.
Yeah.
All right, so we had quite some useful tips on this one. Probably the most detailed breakdown we've ever had. I certainly cherish that. So once again, thanks, Mudtke, for sharing that with us. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that in CWL. It's pretty fun. And once people get to know this and play around with it, I can definitely see it being brought out, like you said, especially on box bases. And yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this week's breakdown. For this week's maybe not, we have got a raid that Ferox actually picked for us, so I have not seen this one yet. Because Ferox kind of wanted me to predict, right?
Yes, I went to trick you this time.
I've not been tricking you, come on now. I think I've had a pretty good raid so far as false predictions go, so I guess I've picked some good replays.
Yeah, so this raid is Queen Chachulado with a skeleton spell for the queen.
Ooh, Mr. Rage.
Yep.
Oh, that's an early ability right there.
And very early. So he used the king to help funneling and the bowlers because he wanted to get the southern ADs at 6 o'clock, both of them.
All right.
So
the
he
replay
was
is
already
paused for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's paused.
Oh, that's the correct spot already?
No, it's not but it was like the
Let-
first nail biter when he missed
Okay.
rage.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
okay. So we can take a look at it now, I guess, and then.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, but
Mm.
oh, there's a lava hound. Interesting. Who would have thought that with that base screaming for a queen charge? Who would have expected a lava hound in the Clan Castle?
Right?
All right, let's see. So lava hound's gonna go to the top. Looks like he lured it out over there or something.
Oh,
Okay,
it's coming back.
it's going back, and no ability left. That's interesting.
It's gonna be timing is gonna be good.
So what is he looking
It's
to
only
get
1
here?
point defense.
And look how lucky he is that 2 of his bowlers are going back.
He's looking for like
Okay.
those 2 air defenses, enemy heroes, and then
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. And the sweepers, both of them. It's pretty good value.
oh yeah, right. You can reach both
He
sweepers.
needs to use the rage for the queen, so this queen will die.
But he's got a skelly spell. He's already in with the Lalo now.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
This is gonna be so tough to
Oh,
predict.
queen died.
Oh,
When do I need to pause, Ferox?
50 seconds.
she said. I think she said 50.
Oh, 50 seconds left. Okay, gotcha.
So queen is dead.
Oh,
His
oh,
queen
oh, but there's a
He's
hound
doing
still up.
skeletons
The
now.
hound is tanking actually everything.
Wow, we get
Good.
4 loons left, 5 loons
Pause
left.
Pause it. Okay, so I want to hear your predictions.
Oh,
Right on
tough to
a
predict.
skelly trap.
Why-
My god.
why don't I am a good host and have Mudtke predict first?
I would say the queen kill shouldn't be a problem. Looks like there are still a little rage skellies left, killing BK and queen.
And 4 entire lava pups, right?
Yeah, that too. Also, the cleanup is going on. The only thing that could be a problem is that all loons die by the wizard tower when they are taking splash damage, while the wizard tower is shooting on the hound.
All right.
So
The hound's pretty much dead, right? Like the bar.
Yes.
You still see the hound? Where's the hound?
The hound's behind the loon on the expo.
Sneaky.
But there's also a bowler with healers.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
oh yeah.
That's gonna be a hero bowler, I think.
I think the queen survives the skellies, by the way.
No.
So I want to hear your predictions.
All right, I've said fail 3 times, and I'm gonna say this is a triple. it's gonna be hero bowler for the win.
All right.
I saw the bowler, and I would say it's a triple too by knowing that.
Max?
All right. I guess I can win it all or play it safe, right?
Say it,
actually,
and then we'll pause after 5 more seconds again.
Before
Okay.
any of the other guys made their predictions, I was already gonna say triple just because it like looks so bad, and I think you wanna trick me, Ferox. So I'm gonna have to
mind games.
I'm gonna have to go with triple as well.
Okay, let's switch for more 5 seconds and
let's see
pause
it.
it
Alright.
again.
We're gonna watch 5 more seconds.
Stop.
Oh, it looks. Ooh, now we have a lava hound at 5 HP, a bowler with a healer. Queen survived the skellies, as I said,
Mm-hmm.
and it's definitely looking like a fail.
Oh, that queen.
I was
though.
screaming free and fail all the time during the race.
I would have loved to hear that live. Let's go. Let's find out if this is a triple or not. 45 seconds left in the
Right,
replay.
here we go. Look
don't-
at that bowler go though. Hero bowler.
The Tesla is down.
I
Loon
told
takes
you,
out the
hero
rest of the
bowler.
arch tower. The queen is down now. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Call it.
That's ridiculous. But pretty easy to predict, really. I mean, come on. 1 for 1. Or is it going to be 99? Is it going to be 99?
Yeah, that
Tell me
is
out.
there a corner hut we missed?
Pause it and tell me if it's a 99.
No way.
Never.
There's no corner hut. Go.
Okay, go.
So it is going to be
Yeah.
99, huh? She got all of us. I'm telling you guys.
Oh,
Oh.
it's the king. Look at the king.
Go! Oh!
Yeah.
1 for 1. You know it.
Nice.
Awesome replay, and obviously
Slothful said it pretty well. It was really MVP bowler.
all of us predicted correctly, so pretty easy there. And no, just
You
kidding.
yeah.
Awesome
Really easy prediction.
replay. That is definitely gonna go down in history as one of the great, maybe not replays of all time.
Yes.
And
So at this point, I wanted to say thank you to Derek from the Swarm who
Oh, yeah.
recorded it for me because I can record,
shout out to
and for
Derek.
OG, and shout out to OG for letting me using his attack to show you.
Yeah, awesome stuff. Thank you, Derek and the Swarm, for entertaining us. And let's move on to our next category.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's predict some wars for next week, and those are going to be pretty interesting. Let's actually start with the one where we have no involvement in here, and that one is going to be Immoral Thieves versus Buy Forever. By Immoral Thieves coming away with the win this week. Buy Forever, I can't quite find them right now. What did they do this week?
I think they
with
won.
a pretty
They
dominant
won.
score.
They were
won
really
as well.
dominant versus Killer Bunnies.
That's what I thought. So 2 winning teams here. And predictions. Who wants to start? Ferox, Sloffels, one of you, please.
I'm gonna pick Buy Forever.
All right, Sloffels.
Same for me actually.
Right.
Even though their like percentages on 10v10 and stuff aren't as good as Immoral Thieves, they kept it within like 0 to 1 stars against War Whales and Dark Looters. So they did really well against tough competitors. And last week they had like 7 10v10 triples and an 11v11 or something. So that's definitely good. So I'm gonna go for Buy Forever.
All right. Mudtke, what do you think?
I just hop on the Buy Forever train.
Everybody's on the Buy Forever train. I'm gonna have to win some predictions here, so I'm gonna go with Immoral Thieves. You guys can all hate me for that now, but Immoral Thieves looking really strong and definitely one of the more scary teams to face in the playoffs, I think. So we'll see. Should be a really close and cool war. I think we've got some really cool wars for this last week, week 11. But yeah, Asterix, your prediction on this one?
Since everybody's going with Buy Forever, I think I'm gonna say Immoral Thieves.
All right, so we've got Immoral Thieves twice and Buy Forever 3 times. We'll find out. Next one is gonna be the Swarm versus War and Glory. So the still undefeated Swarm. Ferox already laughing. Ferox, you're picking War and Glory this week?
Yeah, of course. Just kidding. Of course, Swarm. But well, really excited for that match, and I think it will be a pretty tough match, and also War and Glory not to underestimate. But I'm going with Swarm, of course.
Predict the score then, because that's too easy of a prediction for you.
Oh, you're so mean. I think it will be
That's hard
close
with breakdowns
one.
though. So
Yeah,
just say,
I don't
are
need
you
the
gonna clear
breakdowns.
10?
Predict the star differential.
I think it's 1 or 2 stars.
Okay, that's fairly defensive.
I'm hoping for an intense war. That's why.
That's fairly defensive. Last week I said that Swarm slipped up last season late in the season, but does not quite look like they are this season. They are looking really strong. I think One Glory is really strong as well, and I don't know. It's still tough to beat. The Swarm. I guess they're gonna have some anti-B witch bases. I'm having a hard time with this one, but I guess I'm also gonna have to go with the Swarm this week, just to make Ferox happy. No, I'm gonna pick the Swarm. And,
Just for me.
yeah, Slothels.
Yeah, looking at statistics again, it's so close. The War and Glory actually only has 4 dip fails in the entire season so far.
Wow.
It's really impressive. They're at 94.5%, compared to 88.5 for the Swarm. I think it's gonna be a tie, and I think War and Glory is gonna win on percentage because they lost last week, so they probably will take some lessons from that.
You know, I was also gonna predict that, but then I already felt the DM from Ferox coming, so. But it's all good. You can predict against her.
Threatening him or something like that.
All right, Mudtke, what are you picking here?
I'm with the Swarm because they are dominant in the 10v10 game, and if they don't go sloppy on the dip planning, they should win it.
All right, Asterix, go ahead.
My boy.
This is a very close one, hard one. There's a first for everything, so I go with War and Glory, and the Swamp should lose this week, the first match.
All right, everybody's taking shots at the undefeated Swarm. I like it.
I don't.
Gotta somehow like weaken them up a bit before the playoffs, right, or something. No, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a really good one, and I think the last one is also a pretty good matchup. That one, of course, I will be involved in. Dark Looters Z versus Reddit Omega. Two more big names clashing, and yeah, we've been struggling with our form lately. Red Omega lost by 4 stars this week. We've had 2 bye weeks now, actually. So with the one real bye week and then Reddit Alchemy this week. We've had our time to prepare, and I guess we're gonna come out swinging. The squad is ready. They are all hyped. They definitely all want to beat Reddit Omega. So should be a good one, but I think we're gonna win by 3. Actually,
You think so?
I think so.
That's interesting.
What do you think?
Interesting
Ferox?
call.
I don't think so. I
That's
bet
okay.
Omega. I bet already Omega just because I felt like the last war they were not on the A level and they had just two 10v10s and they're normally pretty good at 10 game. So I think they really want to win this one after the loss last week.
All right,
So I'm going with the Omega.
Slothfoots, please don't talk about our dip fail rate.
I won't. You actually have a higher hit rate than Reddit Omega, so don't worry. No, I think DLZ is gonna win. They have struggled from like week 7 onwards a little bit, but I think the last 2 weeks, I hope at least they've gathered their troops and their minds and are fully ready to
See,
get going again.
Slothfoot is a real friend. He's got my back. No, it's of course you can predict whatever you want. You're just not gonna be on the show anymore, but
No pressure.
so Mudtke, go ahead.
Since I'm a visitor, I would say Reddit Omega. No, I would say Reddit Omega anyway. Don't going by stats of this season, just because if I'm right, when they win, SL will match them in the first round of the playoffs, like season 1.
So you want to face them?
Yeah, just face them again, and we will also match the Swarm in the second match, if I'm right. So it's like the same playoff.
That's funny.
All right, Asterix, your thoughts?
I think DLZ is gonna make it. It's just a feeling I have.
All right. I'm a little bit disappointed, Asterix, because you have gone away from your usual prediction, which is any given Sunday. We were actually
Yeah.
joking about that earlier when you hadn't already joined us. So what's up with that, man? You're slacking.
I'm not slacking. Okay, any given Sunday, but
Okay.
DLZ.
Okay. All right. In this case, I'm gonna go with your first prediction. You said DLZ, and of course we all like that. So no. Anyways.
So I can be on
Oh man.
No, it's all good. We gotta get the fighting spirits up, man. It's playoffs time, so go ahead and kill me in the comments if you want to. It's all good. Yeah, guys, that's actually already going to do it for today. So thank you all for watching. Guys, any final words? You want to say something?
Any given
Well-
Sunday?
There we go.
There we go.
Nice ending.
No, just be hyped for the wars and for the next Clashversation episode.
Exactly.
Yeah, before I forget, guys, I wanted to mention this in the beginning, but I once again want to say thank you, Mudtke, for stopping by. Definitely been a pleasure having you on. And who knows, maybe there's going to be another episode with you in the future. I would definitely not mind. I hope you've been enjoying being on.
Yeah, for sure. It's pretty much fun.
Awesome. And also, once again, huge shout out to Snip alumni and War Whales for, of course, letting me know letting me use their attacks, and then also Itsu and Dark Looters. Those two guys, really cool, and we always have some nice replays in the background. So I'm really thankful for that once again. Thank you to those two, and yeah, if you're not subscribed to them already, go ahead and subscribe to their YouTube channels, show them love, and yeah, that's gonna do it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Until the next one, we will see you all later. Peace out.